essential operative point was whether the Indo-Pacific was now replacing West Asia and Europe as the primary theater of global geopolitical competition. Look at this. We're talking critical minerals, ports in the Fiji, islands, maritime data, artificial intelligence. Are we witnessing the rise of a new kind of economic warfare over here? Or is this, just hearsay because West Pacific seems to be, the focus of Donald Trump?
So we can name it whatever we want. It doesn't matter one bit. A few days back, there was a foreign ministers meeting of BRICS. Today it was Quad. Tomorrow it will be something else. And I think India is equally interested in all of that. And that is what we should do. Frankly, today is an era of trust deficit, paradoxical relationships, interest-based cooperation. And at the same time, it is a reality. Nobody is there for anybody when it comes to hard times. So, I mean, with the highest of respect, I didn't understand what General Sir was, referring to by having a kind of a National Defense Authorization Act like NATO. I mean, is it that tomorrow, if in Asia Pacific or Indo-Pacific region, America goes to a war with somebody and we all have to run around after America to support it and send our troops? Certainly, we don't want that to happen. So when it comes to development of resilient supply chains, when it comes to development of humanitarian assistance, when it comes to cooperation in critical and emerging technologies, these are the areas of cooperation that we have. Number one, with bilaterally with many of the countries of Quad, and at the same time we have the same kind of cooperation with BRICS countries as well. So this is a reality we have to understand. Again, so when it comes to Quad, I completely support the areas of cooperation that has been mentioned in the charter.
Okay.
But rightly, it is not an organization. And if Quad is so important, then why is it that America started AUKUS? Now, what is the framework that they're looking for? I mean, there are major areas of convergence between United States and India. No doubt about that. When it comes to artificial intelligence, quantum computing, when it comes to data centers, when it comes to foreign direct investments, when it comes to, talking about development of supply chains.
We just signed Pax Silica as well. Yeah.
Please understand. No, so, but in the issue of Quad, we will be told that, look, there is an invisible, unnamed adversary, which is China, so we all should come together. And if tomorrow, if there is another Operation Sindhu 2.0, which side will America stand? What will be the stand of America? What will they say? We all know the kind of statements that has come. When it comes to Middle East, we have been one of the biggest victims. So where does the issue of, freedom of navigation when it comes to Middle East? So, and we have been very much against unilateral sanctions. The whole culture of unilateral sanctions tremendously impact countries like India. So we have to understand, cooperation is very important. There are cooperations, but when you have the culture of unilateral sanctions, when you openly mock other countries, remember a few months back, the Japanese Prime Minister was literally mocked on the issue of, Pearl Harbor bombing by the President of the United States.
Yep.
There have been statements, we have been called a dead economy, we have been called a hellhole, we have been called many things. Now, the thing is this, look, Quad is very important. Quad is not a military organization. China should not be named because, number one, the Americans themselves want a very good relation with the Chinese, and at the same time, the Chinese companies, more than 1,000 of them have been sanctioned by the Americans. This is a reality. So we have huge problem with China, and at the same time, we have trade with China. If tomorrow push comes to a shove, if we have problem with China, we would be fighting our own war. Nobody else will come to save us. It is a reality. But at the same time, when you talk about logistical and military exchange cooperation, this is already happening. We have individual BECA, we have BECA, many other cooperation areas, CISMOA, which is called COMCOSA with the Americans at a bilateral basis. We have similar cooperation with the Japanese. We have similar cooperation with the Australians. We have it for all of them. But if tomorrow there's a conflict-like situation, please tell me how many of these countries will come together. They will not. They will save their own skin, and that is a reality, and that is how you should be. So military cooperation is a forgotten thing. It is not going to happen. Number two, because the Americans themselves are not very clear what they want. It cannot be that when it comes to the issue of Indo-Pacific, we will have cooperation with Americans. We will, America will benefit when it comes to India's economy. We will partner them. All of that is fine. But when it comes to, containing India, then they will support the Pakistanis, and they will somewhere allow these NGOs and everything else to do certain things, which is happening in Northeast India. So there are certain issues that India has. I mean, India is all for great cooperation, great relationship with United States. Great relationship. We are natural partners.
But
But
let's
somewhere
not be
the
kidding
Americans will
ourselves.
have to decide what they want.
Yeah.
Americans will have to set the whole thing right. You cannot force us at a gunpoint to have a trade deal and say that you must open up the agriculture sector or else you are damaging the relationship. It does
Okay,
not happen
okay,
anymore
okay.
in today's world today's world it doesn't happen. So cooperation, whether it happens to the next level or not, will depend on many factors, and those factors depend not only on India but other countries as well.